Well, hello traders. Here we are. Here we are again. Here we are again doing a trading recap, trading logic recap for Thursday, June 4th, 2020. What do? I'll tell you what we do. We use our proprietary trading logic scanners and we scan the market every single morning and we look for stocks that meet certain criteria. And when we find those, then we narrow that down by doing technical analysis. And that shrinks the group down considerably from, maybe 100 or 50 or 25 down to like maybe 10, and then we shrink that down even further, and we try to bring you the best ones possible each day. And generally, if you follow the rules that we have, or the plan, rules, I don't know, I don't like that word rules, but if you follow the plan that we have, chances are you're going to do okay. I follow it religiously, and I do okay every day. Right now we're 39-4. There's your record. That's 39 green trades, 4 red trades. So, in the last 43 trades, 39 were green. If that doesn't get your attention, you probably shouldn't be trading, because it's pretty hard to get that sort of number, So, but that's what we do, and who we are. We're a group of traders that have pulled our trading experience and skills together to bring you this content every day. Now, you may see some that you'll say, "Gee, why didn't you, why didn't you pick it there? Because it went crazy." Well, you know what? Nobody really knew it was going to go crazy. Some people take a guess, they take a shot. That's gambling. We don't gamble. We wait for what is probably the closest thing to a sure thing that the market has to offer. And we do that every day. So, if you're looking to be a crazy, gunslinging gambler type, this isn't the place for you. If you're looking to use logic, common sense, protect your investment, protect your account, build it with strength, then this is the place for you. All right. So, we're going to get rolling right into it here and get into our first stock for the day. Speaking of, why didn't you pick this one at this price? CIDM. Would have been great to be in this one. Honest to God, sometimes you see these things make moves and you're like, geez, but listen, nobody predicted this one. I'm sure somebody did. Somebody always does. But this needed a significant pullback to a very strong base. Very strong foundation, which would have been somewhere around $2.30. Then you could have conviction that this thing would have been, oh my God, it would have been a beast. As it was a beast. It was like a small beast. If it pulled back to that number, it would have been Tyrannosaurus Rex, but it didn't. So we stayed away, didn't touch it. It was an early riser. Sorry, I just heard some weird noise. It was an early riser. It jumped out, fairly early, not right at the gate. It opened on a red candle, but then, caught itself and a little support right under there. I don't know, I guess like maybe 380-ish or something like that. But I didn't look that close because it wasn't anywhere near where I wanted it to be, so I don't care. And then it just took off, got over VWAP and exploded. So, hey, you know what? Good for you. If you're a gambler and you're in there, good job. Good job. So, anyway, But not much to say about that one. Would have been nice to get it, but we didn't get it. So it is what it is. Now, on the other hand, on the other hand, well, not the other hand, it's actually the same hand. We wanted this one lower as well. We wanted this one to get down to about 575. It opened at 675, never went lower. Another one that took off without us, left us standing at the station, But again, these things will happen. Tomorrow, we may get 3 of these and be right in on it. Sometimes they just don't get to the trigger number that they should, where it makes sense, to get in on it. You can get in on it other times where it doesn't make sense, and that basically is gambling, and we don't gamble. We don't gamble. I'd rather wait, watch it go up, have a great day, wonderful. I'll be doing one of those maybe tomorrow or the next day. I don't care. I'm not risking my account just because of FOMO. Green and red, traders' colors, green and red. And I also add a gray to that. Gray is when you sit on your hands all day and you don't do anything, which I think leans a little more towards green, to be honest with you, because you're not in the red. But that was KZR. Never really got there. Never made any magic happen. But and then we're getting all the garbage out of the way with first. Then we had LIVX. We wanted now this one. We wanted it to go. We wanted it to get up to that 571, show some strength, because before there, we weren't going to be interested in this at all. And sure enough, it didn't show the strength. So good for us. We didn't get in on that. 571 was the magic number on this thing. If it cracked that, you had a shot at maybe like a nice 30, 40 cent move at least, and could have went up to a dollar and change move. But it was weak. It never made it, and I'm glad we stayed out. Now, I'm sure there were some people that got in down low, made a couple bucks maybe. That's fine. That's great. But this thing needed to show strength, and it did not show any strength whatsoever. So I'm very, very glad we stayed away from that one. Yeah, we had, for the 4th day in a row, we had a 2-time, sort of. And the reason I say sort of is because we had this one triggered at 275. Beginning of the day, it looked like it might not make that happen because it was at like 275 range in the pre-market and then just dropped hard just before the bell. And we were all the way down like a 250 range. And it worked its way up and it finally hit the trigger point. Now, this is why I say a 2-time, sort of. Usually a 2-time is 2 spots where you make some decent money, at least, 15, 20, 30 cents, whatever, or more per move. Well, this cracked at 275 and rocketed all the way to 280. And then it pulled back again. Then it cracked to 275 again and got up to 289 or 290, I believe that was the high. So this is a 2-timer. If you picked up the nickel move here and the 14-cent move here, you had roughly about a 20-cent move between the two. And that was a 2-timer for today. And then it, faded and died, and that's fine. We don't care. Could give no ounce of caring whatsoever that stocks fade as the day goes on because, sometimes you're here just too long. Now, that was PB. That was the only one that triggered today, unfortunately. Last 2 days have been kind of like non-trigger days because the market has been just so wishy-washy. Nothing's really going on, so we might shake things up a little bit tomorrow. All right, so now here's one that was on our radar. All right, We didn't call it out to any specific number to get into it, in the pre-market or anything like that. So this one really doesn't count. But I just wanted to put it up here. And in the day, this was actually a two-timer too, if you really want to get technical. We had the 179, and that's where I got in. I put my, because here was the high of the pre-market, and it was starting to show strength. I said, you know what? I'm going to get in here, $1.79, and I did, and it ran all the way up to 203. I sold somewhere around here, which was like $1.94-ish, maybe, something like that. But I sold there, and it died. Then it hit the 179, came back up again, got underneath it, hit it, came back up again, got underneath it, hit it, came back up again. Now, I seriously doubt somebody would be selling it 3 times right in this little spot, but maybe this one, he might have been. This one, I doubt it. He probably would have held it. But this is like legit, really a 4-timer, if you want to get real specific about it. But this was on our radar. We did tweet it out just to keep an eye on this one. There may be some opportunity, and there definitely was opportunity. And on our live trading stream, we traded this one live and called it out at $1.78. If it broke 178, that we were going to get in, and we did, and we made money on it. And then doing what I do every morning, operating 17 different things at once here. I never even caught the other moves. Otherwise, I would have jumped back in. But anyway, that's okay. It doesn't matter. Made money on that one move. Made money on PB, peanut butter and peanut butter. So it did well there, and I'm pretty happy about that. So it's not a bad day. It was 1 for 1, plus 1 call out on the radar. Not bad. So we're actually really technically 40 and 4. But getting down to this part here, we want to ask you to follow us. Please follow us, like us, whatever you have to do to make it a positive statement for us on social media. I'm sorry. I don't even know if you can understand what I said. A positive statement for us on social media. We're bringing you really, really, really nice picks every day. We really, truly are. And it's a lot of work up at 6, up earlier than 6. But, 6 a.m., we're going, man. We're going at 6 a.m. So, and doing a lot of work to try and bring these picks to you. So, some help would be nice, some likes, all that stuff. We're growing every day, man. We're growing every day, and I'm happy. We're growing every day. We got across social media, we're somewhere up around. We just started, a couple of weeks ago. And we're not using bots. We're not using BS to try and build anything to make it look good. We're doing this grassroots, ground up, and we're up to about, between the platforms, we're up to about 500 followers, I think, at the moment. I don't keep a real close look on it. But, we could use more, man. We got to get into the thousands. That's when stuff really starts to happen. So please do us a favor. Like, hearts, likes, okays, thumbs up, hallelujah, whatever. I don't know. Whatever. Just do it. All right? That'd be nice if you want to. And, if anybody ever has any questions or comments while we're doing these videos, feel free to comment whatever you want. This is not one of those sites where you're going to get the back of your hand slapped if you get on and comment something and go, boy, that damn Google, and nobody's gonna, it's not a site for kids. So we're all grown ups here. So anyway, That's that. That's all the social media talk. Had enough of that. Um, Now, remember this. Final thoughts. Final thoughts. And this is a great time to talk about this. A great time to talk about it. Take what the market gives you. All right? Don't force it just because. And I see this happen a lot. People will force things. They will force things because they just want to trade. And I get that, man. I get that. I just want to trade. I would take 10 trades a day if the market gave it to me. But it doesn't. I'll take what the market gives me. Today, for a short while, I was in 2 trades at once. And but funny part is, I only traded 2 things. So, but just take what the market gives you. If you're doing your analysis on a stock and you say to yourself, "Oh, it would be awesome if this stock would get at 250, because if it got at 250 with the amount of money I have in my account, I could buy the most amount of shares possible," right? Like something along those lines, right? And then you'll start drawing your lines on the chart. Start doing your research on the chart. And you'll see that 250 number just doesn't add up. It just doesn't make logical sense. But, you're like 50 cents away. But, it's close. That's close. So, with a little bit of luck, this thing will go to 250. And then I'll be able to get in. Or the opposite way, getting out. Okay, if this stock goes up to 250, I can take like that money and I can go and buy that jet ski, or I can take my wife on vacation because I need $5,000. I need this stock to go to 250. That's what I need. So you start looking at stuff and saying, "Oh, this is it right here. This is what I'll do. This is excellent." So you say you realize that the resistance point on the stock is like 225. But you'll kind of move your cursor around a little bit and, kind of nudge it, and you'll justify in your head that 250 is a very doable number. All I need is a little surge and I'll get me to 250. Well, that's not how it works. That's not how it works at all. You have got to stay focused. Take what the market gives you. If the market is showing you resistance at 225, that's your number, not 250, because that's how much money you need. That's an arbitrary number. It doesn't count. So don't force it just because, whatever the reason. ... Whatever the reason, don't do it. So that is, God, that just destroys so many accounts. It makes so many traders go broke because they try to get more out of the market than what it's willing to give. Terrible, terrible, terrible trading style. And now for the final thoughts are over and on to the legal stuff. Here you go. Legal stuff. Boring legal stuff. But, I don't want anybody suing me. So please read it. I'm doing this to try and help people out, give them some information, give them some ideas on what they can and can't do each day to try and make some money. I am not advocating that you do every single thing I say. You can take my information and kind of meld it into your style, whatever you want to do. I'm not saying that you should trade exactly the way I do. Nobody, no two people should trade exactly the same, period. But I can give you a whole lot of information that will make your life a lot easier, and everything is based on logic. There is no emotion whatsoever, zero. I might as well be like Data from Star Trek. There's no emotion in what I do. Flat out technicals, period. And that is where the secret is as far as I'm concerned. You will hit less home runs doing it this way. I promise you that. But you will also save a lot of money, because for every home run you hit, you're probably going to hit a negative home run, the other direction, probably 3 or 4 times. That's not good. That's not a good ratio at all. So with mine, 39 green and 4 red in the last 43 trades. And then when we put on radar today and called out during the day was a win. So technically it's 40 and 4, but I won't count that one. I don't pad stats. But 39 and 4. And some of these stocks you were able to buy, for crying out loud, the last 2 days we had 2 timers, which is a stock that hits the trigger number. You buy it, it goes up, comes back down under the trigger, comes back up and hits it again. You buy it a second time. So, I mean, that's like 4 more positive trades you could have done throughout this time if you were listening. And I can promise you that if you were listening and working the plan that we offer, that you probably have made more money than most people in the market, or had more success. Everybody trades different amounts of money, but I'd be willing to bet that you've had many, many, many more successful trades than most people in the market. We don't come at you with, fistfuls of money, sitting in rented Ferraris and all that stupid stuff. That stuff is just ridiculous. We show you how to build an account and build a strong account. All right? And guess what? The home runs, they come. They show up. And man, it's so much fun. It's so much fun when they do. But, you want to buy a home run from a position of strength. You don't want to gamble and buy it. You just don't want to gamble, because you're going to lose more than you win when you gamble. It's that simple. It's so simple. I mean, I made that mistake in the beginning. I think everybody does, But now I will not. I'll watch a stock go up $30 a share. If there's not a good spot that makes sense for me to get in, I'm not getting in. And you know what? I don't care. I don't care, because I'm green every day, every single day. And my green every day outweighs that $30 a share anytime. Because if I'm trading like that, that means I've lost a whole bunch of big ones too. All right? So please don't forget, like us on whatever, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, all of them. All right? If you have any questions, you can hit me up on any of those platforms. And I hope to see people here, every day. Every day we do these. We're trading live every morning now, every single morning. And we're going to be we've been doing these wrap-ups now for a couple of weeks. And so far, so good. So far, so good. So everybody have a great day. Stay crazy, traders, because traders are crazy, even logical ones. All right, everybody have a great day. It's been a pleasure, and we'll see you right back here tomorrow morning.